Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live. Let's get right to it, shall we? We have a lot of weather to talk about once again, and here's a little bit of a timeline of how things are going to transpire as you go through your Tuesday. Tuesday morning, temperatures nice and mild. In fact, we'll see temperatures overnight warm in Fargo to around 10 degrees, but by the afternoon, snow develops out west. Now, snow will accumulate in our western counties, and the drive time, the snow arrives here in the valley for many of us, both Minnesota and North Dakota. And that's going to impact your evening drive. The snow won't be deep yet, but it comes with a lot of gusty winds. So open country travel could get very difficult, even by the drive tomorrow. Then by Wednesday in the morning, the snow continues through much of the overnight hours, and so does the wind. And that'll make Wednesday morning travel a little tricky in many locations. Here's a snapshot of what we're thinking. I'm not changing anything with this forecast. I think this is pretty good. Now, you heard me mention, if you joined me earlier, that this little light blue spot here is likely going to see some more significant snow. I think that still remains the case. So let's just put the 2 to 6 inch plus category all the way through northwest Minnesota, Lakes Country, the majority of our viewing area. As you go farther south, that's where I'm more confident where we're going to see decreasing snowfall amounts south of I-94. Now here in the southern Red River Valley and in Sisseton Hills, we could still see enhanced snow. I do still believe we're going to see 4 to 8 plus in many pockets. The best chance of that, Highway 2 and points north. And we could certainly see some 10 plus inch reports here and there with the cold, fluffy type of snow we're going to get once again. So your planning forecast as we start out with current conditions, we're not far from zero, but we're above. We have quiet wind at this hour from the north. Clouds building in, and the wind from the east is going to be picking up overnight. And with clouds, that's going to help our temperatures from getting too cold tonight. That's another good thing. But the snow moving out of Missoula, rolling off the Rocky Mountains, and it's going to enhance and strengthen as it works its way towards us. Here's that negative line, 0 and below, up to the north, and it hasn't changed much since earlier this evening. Still 12 in Fergus Falls and 7 in Detroit Lakes. We do have a winter storm watch for most of our North Dakota counties and the Red River Valley counties of Minnesota. There will be snow in central Minnesota. The trees will limit some of the gusty nature of the wind, but still tricky travel is going to be likely in those counties too. Make sure you check in with Lisa Green and the Valley today first thing in the morning, because by then we should start seeing if there's going to be warnings issued by the National Weather Service. That'll take place in the morning. East winds, increased temperatures overnight. 0 to 10 degrees for most, a little warmer south. In the morning, no snow yet, but as we go toward the midday hour, that's when it begins out to the west. Look at these wind arrows. Where you see the yellows, gusts to 40 plus miles per hour will be taking place with the snow. As we get to your drive time here in the Red River Valley, that's when the snow focuses over us and Lakes Country as well. Now, we won't have a lot of accumulation in our eastern counties yet at drive time, but the wind and snow will combine to make some slippery travel conditions. Now, the snow continues into the late evening, and overnight, the gusty winds over 40 miles continue. Snow exits as we start our day, but the wind doesn't exit. It stays gusty for most of the day. That's going to cause blowing snow, drifting snow, reduced visibilities, and with this much snow, 2 to 6 inches in a wide swath, isolated pockets of 4 to 8, it's going to be tricky travel all the way through your Wednesday as we go through with that wind continuing to bring cold air. Light pillars, something we see with this icy cold air that we have. Beam us up, beam us out, and get us somewhere warmer. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, first alert weather days for snow. Wind causes temperatures to fall throughout the day of Wednesday, and it's going to be brutally cold, Arctic cold on Thursday with wind chills between 30 and 40 below. Friday will bring light snow to the valley as we get warmer air in here. Saturday could bring significant snow to the international border counties. We'll keep our eyes on that. Following that system, more north winds, tugs in, more Arctic air. It's been a long ride, has it not?
That forecast looks a lot like last week's forecast.
It does.
Not in a good way.
A lot of red on there for first
Yes.
alert weather days, but you got to know what's coming.
That's true.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Well, winter weather and COVID-19 issues combined to do a number on air travel today. We'll details after the break.